Welcome to the Executive Corner Expert Talks, and I'm Sage. Today's guest is Mr Peter Bui, the co-owner and manager of PB Web Development. And Peter will share insights in running a web development business who helps digital agencies in Sydney and Brisbane that don't have the web design or web development skills in-house to solve complex digital problems and deliver seamless user experiences with leads as well as results. And as you know, we bring you the industry leaders, successful business owners, all under the one roof to help you understand the insights of the stock markets. And bringing you live today, we have Mr Peter Bui, co-owner and manager of PB Web Development. Welcome to the show, Peter.
Absolutely fantastic to be here. I can just hear you as well.
Oh, okay. It's a bit soft. Is that a bit better for you, Peter?
Not quite yet, but I'm sure someone will take care of it. I can just hear you in the background.
Okay, let us know how we go. But Peter, we're keen to share your insights today because not only do you have extensive experience in web development, but you're also passionate about blockchain and Cardano and Ethereum in particular. So I believe Cardano had a summit just recently, a few weeks ago in September. Could you, as one of the Cardano community leaders here in Australia, please enlighten us on the recent developments in the Cardano ecosystem?
Yes, certainly. It's been quite an exciting space to be in at the moment. Cardano has just released its smart contracts capabilities, just as many other smart blockchains have. Ethereum did it many years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, and now Cardano is following suit finally and releasing multiple different applications that are coming to the blockchain very soon. The most exciting thing that came out of the summit, which just came around the corner, was a lot of the partnerships that came from it. Partnerships such as Dish Mobile, a telecommunications partner, which is one of the top 250 companies in the United States, to partnerships such as Veritree, which do tracking of forest restorations. And even early in the year, there was an announcement with the Ethiopian Ministry of Education, where Cardano is providing digital identities to millions of students in the country, providing them with digital identity and also trackable educational records for all the students there in Ethiopia, which is absolutely amazing and absolutely exciting.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing that information. That's so true. The democratization of the finance industry through blockchain and crypto is very exciting, and that it's reaching people in remote regions of Africa and helping them to get access to basic things like bank accounts, or well, not bank accounts, but crypto wallets and things like that is very exciting. And in your opinion, what makes Cardano especially good? You've touched on it a little bit. Do you have any more to elaborate on that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of aspects with Cardano which make it a little bit quite different from other blockchains. First of all, if you look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, they work on a consensus mechanism called proof of work. So proof of work works on providing computational power, usually from computers, but now these days it's specific mining equipment. So it's specific computers made to validate the blockchain itself. Now, as we're seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum grow over time, we're seeing that more and more computational power is needed. And because of this, the power that it's using is growing astronomically. So it's equivalent to, Bitcoin's using equivalent to the power of Malaysia, like the entire country of Malaysia. And that is, I don't think, very sustainable in the long term. There's a talk about using excess power that's being not utilized properly to power these blockchains. But you could do it differently, like how Cardano is, and using low power computers such as a small Raspberry Pi, which uses only 15 watts of power, and you can power a blockchain from that. So it's a massive power difference in what the different blockchains uses compared to Cardano. Now, the really cool thing about this, I mentioned a little bit earlier with one of the partnerships that Cardano is doing. It's doing that partnership with Veritree, which manages forest restoration, and it does so by tracking each of the trees that it plants and verifying it on the blockchain. So you can actually see where the money is going, what trees are being planted, where they're being planted. So all this metadata about the trees and the forest restoration. The really cool thing that came out of the summit was that Cardano is trying to do a big charity fundraise where they are planting enough trees to make the entire blockchain carbon neutral for 5 years. So that's absolutely massive compared to some of the other blockchains which are, using non-renewable resources in some cases to power the blockchains. We're seeing here Cardano doing the complete opposite, restoring the environment, restoring nature, but still providing a decentralized financial backbone for the world to use to power new economies and new emerging markets. So that's probably the biggest and most exciting thing that I find about Cardano that's really different.
I really like the way that the solution has evolved out of this, the challenge. They really rose to the challenge and they've come up with what seems like an obvious solution. So that's very exciting. Thank you so much for sharing that. And being an expert in the field, please talk about the crypto wallet security options available for Australians at the moment.
Yes, crypto wallet security is always important. So if you're looking at getting into crypto or specifically Cardano, it's very important that we keep everything that we're doing as safe and secure as possible. Because now that you're, speculating in a particular market and you're converting your regular currency, your regular fiat currency into a cryptocurrency of some sort, such as ADA for Cardano, you are now the custodian of that and you don't have anyone to fall back on. So unlike fiat currencies, you can call up a bank if your credit card gets stolen and say, hey, there's a scam here, there's an incorrect usage of my credit card, you can get that money back. But in terms of cryptocurrency and Cardano in particular, or in any cryptocurrency I should say, you don't have anyone to call. You are that person that is looking after your wallet and looking after cryptocurrency. So security is paramount. Using strong passwords, using what is called a hardware wallet is probably your best bet. So there's hardware wallets such as a Ledger Nano or a Trezor, which are readily available around the world. You can purchase them. They don't cost too much. You can find them on their producers' websites for about $100 US. And that is by far the best way to keep and secure your cryptocurrencies. It does a little thing where it stores your secret keys, which validate transactions to send cryptocurrencies. It stores that on a hardware device itself. Might have one here. No, I don't. But you can use that in particular to keep that extra level of security to avoid hackers getting into your computer and stealing your special seed phrase, which is used to restore your wallet and potentially send your cryptocurrencies elsewhere. So hardware wallet is probably my number one tip.
Great, thanks for that. And in the world of digital media, what are the best ways of monetizing a blog or a website in your opinion?
Well, there are many ways. You can do anything from advertising on the website, affiliate links and promotion of products, paid sponsored links. They're really good ways of doing it. Or you can go down the path that are a little bit more involved of actually doing a digital product of some sort or selling products online through e-commerce. They're brilliant ways of leveraging a blog and selling and upselling to a particular audience as well. So they're brilliant ways of doing it. What we're looking at now is how to incorporate cryptocurrency into that process as well. So now you can set up an online store and accept cryptocurrency for whatever you're selling. So if you're selling a digital product, you can tap it into various payment gateways that will allow you to accept the cryptocurrency and then convert it into fiat currency if you need to. So that's probably the best and easiest ways to monetize a blog or monetize a website in general.
Fantastic. And I've heard of some businesses who are choosing to go onto the blockchain, maybe sometimes finding it a little bit difficult to download the blockchain in order to get their business on there. Do you have any experience with that so far?
Well, the businesses don't need to specifically download the blockchain to get started, but there's lots of little tools. So if you're looking at simply accepting cryptocurrency as a business, or you simply need to set up a wallet and then provide those payment address details to the provider that you want to accept cryptocurrency from. So, for example, you can, instead of providing an invoice with your BSB number, your account number, you can provide them with a wallet address. And that wallet address, anyone can accept cryptocurrency or pay as a cryptocurrency into so that you can accept it and use it as a currency.
Sure, I've heard that payment via crypto can be much more cheap in regards to the remittance costs rather than using the banking system.
Yeah, that's right. We do a lot of work with customers over in the United States and in Europe, and we're waiting for payments for days, weeks, sometimes just to come through. We know that the payments have been made. We know that the transaction's happening, but we just have to wait. And it's just that little bit nicer to actually receive that money in a faster rate via blockchain, so we can actually receive it. And that goes the same when we're paying our developers, our overseas developers in various countries, being able to pay them in cryptocurrency and then letting them convert it to their local currency wherever they are just speeds up the process a lot faster.
So thanks, Peter. I find that people who start reading about crypto or get involved get really excited about developing tokens. A lot of people are developing tokens and creating liquidity in the economy from doing so. And for those who are new to the Cardeno world, is it possible to create tokens for your business in Cardeno? And what advice would you like to give them if they want to start investing in Cardano?
Yeah, so the Cardano ecosystem has had the ability to create tokens and NFTs since about March 2021. And that space has absolutely exploded. So you've seen, I'm pretty sure you've seen NFTs or tokens being sold on the Ethereum blockchain for millions and millions of dollars. And we're starting to see that happen on the Cardano ecosystem as well. So just this morning, I was looking at a particular NFT that was sold called a Space Buds. It sold for 400,000 ADA, which is equivalent to just under $1 million US. So it's astronomical, the prices that these things go for. But in terms of actually minting and producing your own NFTs, there's many tools out there. And if you jump on to cardano.org or our website, cardano.com.au, you can find a whole bunch of links and resources so you can learn how to mint the process, go through the minting process to produce an NFT. And there's also a whole bunch of different marketplaces where you can sell them afterwards as well. So after you produce your NFT, you can list it on a marketplace, start marketing, engaging with the community, and hopefully you may sell a couple of your NFTs and tokens out there. We're also seeing a lot of the decentralized applications at the moment, developing and potentially launching very, very soon within the next month or so. And they're also releasing their own tokens. So a lot of these projects do their capital raise via these token raises, and a lot of people have been participating in these token raises at the moment, and these projects are just about to launch because smart contracts are available. So it's quite an exciting time for the Cardano ecosystem, that's for sure.
Yes, it certainly is. And thank you so much for sharing your passion for Cardano and blockchain and the work that you do. Now, I understand there might be two streams to your business as PB Web Development, and then you also mentioned Cardeno. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. So PB Web Development is our web agency that we've been running for many, many years. We help all of our clients integrate complex solutions into their everyday business. So integrating third-party APIs, payment gateways, and now cryptocurrencies, specifically Cardano. So we're slowly developing that and I guess pivoting towards more blockchain solutions using Cardano. Our cardano.com.au website focuses purely on getting people into the Cardano ecosystem. So it has a lot of resources on there to teach people about Cardano and what they need to do to get set up, where they can potentially purchase the cryptocurrency, and what they can actually do with it. So there's a lot of interviews, a lot of resources on there from people that are building on Cardano at the moment. So all the really amazing projects that are building in the Cardano ecosystem, everything from NFT marketplaces to name handling services to digital identities such as digital passports and so much more. So it's a big ecosystem that we're looking at the moment.
Absolutely. And I believe Charles Hoskinson, who is the founder of Cardeno, used to be the co-founder of Ethereum as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. They all, Vitalik, Charles Hoskinson, I've forgotten the names from the other co-founders off the top of my head, but they all left at some point in time and formed their own blockchain. So Polkadot came out of Ethereum as well, such as also Cardano, as you know and mentioned, and they've slowly formed and grown their own blockchains over time. And we're seeing like or each one of the competing blockchains doing and creating some amazing things, creating some amazing ecosystems as well. So we'll just wait and see which one will win out in the end. But I'm excited to see interoperability between the different blockchains, and Ethereum being able to trade on Cardano, Cardano being able to trade on Polkadot, and vice versa. So something like that eventually will happen, and we'll see interoperability across all the different blockchains one day.
Yes, it is a very exciting space to watch, and I like the worldviews as well of Vitalik Buterin and Charles Hoskinson. They seem very altruistic and like they actually want to do something for the world. So it's a wonderful space to be in. Thanks again, Peter, for making time for the show today.
Thanks for having me.
And if you've just joined us, we had a very interesting discussion with Mr Peter Bui, the co-owner and manager of PB Web Development, and the full interview will be available on Kalkine Media's YouTube channel. Please keep watching Kalkine TV for more live expert talks and market updates, and as we say, stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.